complaints about that attempt. That was just bad luck. I didn't see anything that felt like it was bullshit. Just bad luck. But yeah, when he in his second phase, he's got this charge where he'll run right at you and like cleave you, and trying to dodge that, I've had some trouble with that. I don't know, maybe I am getting better. You would think, after all this. I didn't mean to use this weapon, but we'll go with it. All right, there we go. Yeah, the wild charge. I guess that's a good way to describe it. Yeah, that one is that one gives me a trouble because it can kill you very quickly. Asshole. Bad call. Should be phasing now. Uh-oh. Lost the music. I don't know what happened there. Oh, okay, restarted. I thought we had a crash or something. Am I dead? Yeah, I'm dead. I should probably check my weapon durability. Okay. I think we're okay for now. Let's try the cleaver just as is. Just want to see what kind of, yeah, and I actually could put better gems in it too. Might be better to go with the cleaver after all. Because I think it might be quicker too. Yeah, the charge attack is faster. Yeah, it's faster. I can feel the difference. Right. So we got 871 off 3 hits there. Damn it. Yeah, I'm gonna go change the gems. I think the cleaver might, saw cleaver might be the better way to go. Because I definitely like it for second phase. It's weird that it does feel a little bit faster. I thought it would be about the same speed as the light version of Ludwig's, but I think it is a little faster because I think Ludwig I usually can only get two attacks in safely and be able to get out. Actually, we might. Hold on. A bit of a waste, but I got plenty, so it's not a big deal. Yeah, I could literally take all of these and put them in the saw cleaver. That would help with stamina.
Boy.
Another reason why the cane is so good here, it's faster than the cleaver. Oh, wow. And has sword reach on its charge attack. Oh, okay. I haven't really had any issues with reach on him. I mean, I say that, but like the times where I have just been bad positioning. It's not a hitbox issue. It's a me issue. So I know when there's a me issue and when there's a game issue, and that was totally a me issue. So I'm trying to decide if I want to. Oh, so this one is kind of, wait a minute. Well, this would be better because I don't lose stamina. Yeah, the stamina is the same thing. Oh, okay. So would this be worth 18.8, 20? I don't think it's worth the stamina cost. Oh, yeah. Totally agree. Okay, we did that. Okay, let's see. Okay, so our saw cleaver is at 430 now. I don't actually remember what it was before that. Actually, I think it was 390 or something like that. Okay, so we're repaired. How's our blood vials? Not that we can really spend anything. Wow, we've gone through almost half our blood vials. That's okay, I can always reload the save. It's a beautiful thing about backing up saves. Might actually be a good idea to restart the game too, so we don't get a crash. I'll get over there and then we'll restart it. I definitely, you know, don't want to sound unappreciative. I mean, being able to play Bloodborne on PC, 1080p, 60 FPS at damn near, you know, 100%, you know, running. I mean, it's very close. There's really no room to complain. I do hope that they can maybe get the game or the emulator to a point where we can maybe get 2 hours before we have to restart the game. 2 hours, I think, would be kind of a good balance. 1 hour is not bad. I mean, it's not really, I wouldn't want to do it if it was like every 30 minutes. In fact, I wouldn't, but an hour is probably like the minimum, which has been good. And it's a little over that. As cool as your Agora attacks are, arcane, as cost, highest defense stat. Oh, okay. It's a little slow, but I've been mainly trying to use it as a disruptor, or maybe even get like a parry or something. Not a parry, a visceral, or a stance break where I can get a visceral.
Boy.
Yeah, I guess that's what I mean, getting poise damage. Okay, so changing things up a bit, going back to the saw cleaver. Yeah, I'm not really doing it for the damage. Mostly if I can get a... I was just seeing what I could get away with, because I need to test the wall. I got to kind of relearn the fight again because of the timings. But yeah, the saw cleaver, like, it's doing some pretty good damage there. Oh. That's the greatest danger of the cleaver. Yeah. Just as a little bit of a heads up, I know you're a pretty smart guy. You probably wouldn't fall into this trap, but I want to give you just a heads up. If you do join the Discord for the Bloodborne Shad PS4 emulator, I know, you know, I know you're not one for pirating and all that. You have to be very careful how you talk in that Discord. And initially it was a little off-putting because they were banned. Like when I first joined it, I was seeing people get banned left and right. I mean, they don't mess around. Like they ban people for, and I understand why they're doing it. They need to do it because here's the problem. Sony will monitor that Discord channel. And if there's enough, if there's any condoning of pirating or anything that even talks along those lines, even if it's not being done, Sony can shut down the server. So they have to be very strict. Yeah, I actually got banned from my first channel yesterday. But yeah, that's a story. And I don't I stand by what I said, and I don't regret what I said. So, but that's another story. Yeah, I've never been banned from a Discord channel until yesterday. It was actually just a channel, not the server. But the reason why I was telling you is it's not like I've seen people get banned in that channel or in that server, and they're not really trying to do anything malicious. They're getting banned just out of pure ignorance. And that's why I was kind of giving the warning. Like, now there are some people that come in there and they say something really stupid, and it's like, okay, that makes sense why they got banned. But I've seen some people that were just literally just ignorant, not really knowing, you know, how to get help with the emulator or how to get the game, mainly getting the game dumped, and they just immediately ban them. And it might even be like a little kid or something, you know, like a teenager that doesn't really know any better. I'm sure there are people that are, you know, looking to pirate, you know, and do, you know, not that are doing the wrong thing, but I think there are people that are also a little naive and could easily fall into the trap of getting banned and, you know, to say unfairly, kind of, but they have to do it because if they don't, Sony will shut down the server. So it's kind of a double-edged sword. I should have dodged forward. I will say this, and this is why I don't feel bad about getting banned. I got banned without insulting anybody. Well, maybe their intelligence. But sometimes people don't really like hearing the truth. And this has been a problem for me for most of my life. And obviously, sometimes things can be a matter of subjective opinion and all that. I get that. But if you can back up what you say with receipts and facts, there's really no argument there. You can't like just say, oh, it's not true or whatever. And I kind of got into a bit of a debate with an individual running a server, and I like this guy. He's actually a really smart guy. He runs one of the hi-fi channels that I run. You know, he's a very smart guy, and he does very good work. But we were basically discussing the tariff thing going on here in America with Trump and all that. And he's a younger guy, about your age, but he doesn't really know his history. And I attempted to educate him because he doesn't know America's history very well. I'm not a historian, but I know very well the topic of discussion, and I was trying to educate him about it. And instead of actually saying, oh, I didn't know that, thank you for informing me, I'll look into this more, instead he just got angry and banned me. And I was just like, oh, okay. So it wasn't like I was insulting him or he was insulting me or anything like that. I think the reality is a lot of people are very emotional right now because of, you know, things going on with the tariffs. And I can understand that. I can certainly understand that. But it's important to understand why it's being done, you know, and what kind of got us where we're at. And a lot of the younger generation, at least here in America, they don't know. They don't really understand it. So And one of the arguments that he was trying to pitch was, well, what worked back then doesn't work now. We're living in different times. And in certain scenarios and certain situations, that isn't necessarily untrue, because we are evolving. Technology, especially with the internet, has drastically changed the way we do things. And I didn't send it, but okay. I was fortunate to live half of my life without the internet and all this technology of where we're at, or close to half. I think I was like 19 when the internet's, was kind of in its beta form. My dad was actually one of many men that helped develop the internet. I don't want to say it like he was the only one, because it was many, many people that worked on it, and he was one of the programmers on the initial development of it. But it's one of the things I cherish about my generation, of being able to be born into not having that technology and then having it evolve or develop and then evolve. Whereas a lot of the millennial generation and Gen Z, and I would say it's more Gen Z, but even with millennials, your generation are born into it, and you don't really know what life was like before it. And that's not your fault. I mean, that's not the point, but it was a huge change on the way we do things, especially with education too. I mean, the fact that unless you need a certification for something like a doctor or engineer or something like that, a lot of education can be self-learned, through the power of the internet. What I went to college for, if the internet was as powerful as it is now, I would not have needed to go to college, because I could have just used the internet. Okay, that was weird. He canceled his attack. The animation. Oh, you fucker. Oh, I'm on the wall. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely feel the speed difference of the cleaver. Range is not an issue either. Ah, shit. I was too... Yeah, bad positioning. Somehow I got that one pulled off. Okay, that's the track restarting, because I heard it like cut out. I was like earlier, and I was like, okay. Because the devs have said that some of the soundtracks have issues, but it's been working pretty good. Pull that bullshit. Okay, there's some vertexing there going on. Two times in a row, really? Okay. Oh, fuck. I got hammered. he set that one up pretty good. I got hit with the lightning and his attack at the same time.
Boy.
He decided to call. Yes. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen him do that either. Like, do it 2 times in a row like that. Might be able to get a 3rd attack if I do a transform attack. Do 2 light attacks and then transform. I might have enough time for that. I'll try to see if I can work that in. I'm just gonna be honest, that was an accident. I meant to transform and I ended up getting a parry. Okay, that's what I was trying to go for. Didn't quite have enough time. It was pretty good though, but I'm an honest person. I could have faked it and said, yep, I meant to do that. I didn't though. Yeah, I was trying to do a transform attack. It's one of the few times I hit the wrong button and it works in my favor. Come on, dude. Enough with that shit. Shit! Fucking asshole. There he goes. Shit! Alright, you fucker. Fuck, I walked right into that. Damn it.
Boy.
Yeah, that was pretty. That was one of my better attempts. That was fun. I haven't really been paying attention to the saw cleaver damage. I mean, I've been paying attention to the health bar. It appears to be doing pretty well. Right. Maybe I should try unlocking from him when he starts going up in the air in second phase. It does more damage per hit and is faster, I've been counting. Okay. Yeah, definitely faster. Which is interesting because, you know, it's not like I'm getting the beast bonus damage. Fucking fishing line. Got a little greedy there. A little bit greedy there. Son of a bitch, I didn't know it came that far. Fucker. So, yeah, the lock on and it's a little...
Boy.
Playing locked off on that second phase does seem like it could potentially be, at least for the way I play, a better option. But I gotta really know when to lock on and when to lock off, because there are points to do that. And it's not like Slave Knight Gale. Slave Knight Gale is pretty simple, you know, of knowing when to lock on, lock off. But this one's definitely a bit trickier. Yeah, that's for sure. Well, the part of the problem is if he goes up in the air and I'm not locked on, like it's a real double-edged sword. Because you can lose him very easily, and because his attacks are so like there's such an arc for those attacks. Yeah, just trying to find the right solution for that. I wouldn't say I've mastered first phase, but I feel like I've got a fairly good handle on it now. I mean, he's still always gonna catch me, for sure. I should have just done light. I did dodge, but that did not work. That's why I really have no boss I think is harder than Cause. There's really no other bosses as aggressive as the second stage. That and just his attacks, how many attacks he has, and how he changes them up. It's wild as fuck. Yeah, let's go over here. I gotta get off this rock. Fuck! Damn it. Yeah, that one paid off pretty good. Man, I should not have been on those rocks. Yeah, it is. Well, my positioning, I mean, that there's really no excuse for that, for what I just did, because you have all that area. It's just, you really have to pay attention to your fucking footing. And I just didn't do that well with that. I had that, I think, happen in the Abritas fight. I was actually doing pretty good, and I went to run, and I ran into, yeah, and I was running to avoid those arcane attacks, and there was a rock like this along the path, and it was just enough to slow me down, and then the arcane caught up to me. And there's definitely no need to wear frenzy for that fight. I'll probably do it. Probably do it maybe at 65. I have no idea how I got out of that. Ah! Wow, that arcane did quite a bit of damage. Okay, that was weird. Timing. So he gets iframes. I can't even attack him. Ah! I don't know what the hell happened there. Ah! I'm a little low on heals, but that's okay. Trying to work in that transform attack, but it's the timing of it is a little rough. All right, he's gonna transform now.
Boy.
Ah. Got greedy, but we got some good damage in. We only got 4 heals, so. And we're too low on health. Okay, no big deal. Yeah. So the difference that I'm noticing this time versus last time attempting to do it at 65. Yeah. Well, it was actually summer of 2019. Cause it was I think I started the run in May so yeah, it'd be kind of summer. So it was about 6 years because Bloodborne had already been out for like 4 years. But what was I going to say? When I was doing Cause at 65, I wasn't seeing any progression. This time, I'm seeing progression. You know, like I'm actually, pushing forward. Yeah, I'm going to have some regression. I get that. But it's not the same. It feels better. And to get him down at 65 I'd be very happy about that. And I feel like I can based off what I'm seeing so far. Did you have a look at 2020, Anthony, flailing against Sabritas with Saw Cleaver, by the way? Because the difference in damage is actually laughable. Yes, you're right. I was able to do more damage with the Ludwig. However, I was watching somebody else do the cleaver. You know why my damage was pretty low with the cleaver as well? I don't think I had very good gems in it at the time because I wasn't really, I guess maximizing it very well because I was watching somebody else play Abritus and they weren't cheesing and they used the cleaver and they were doing actually more damage than I was than the fight that I just did the other day. So I wasn't really doing I did good damage, but if I'd have gone in there with a +9 saw cleaver and had the gems that I had swapped over, I probably would have done more damage. Yeah. No. I mean, it just happened to be, I think, and part of the problem too with that, Ludwigs is when you're poking them with heavy attacks, it really kills your stamina. It really kills it. Where the saw cleaver is very, very forgiving with your stamina consumption. That too. I'm still alive. Yeah, so I'm not quite sure if the saw cleaver would be a better option over the Ludwig, because Ludwig does good, but I need stamina because I need to be able to run around her and shit. And because of her body box, it's just so annoying. Probably should try to stop doing that. Yeah, I was so I did get greedy. That was my fault. I that last hit, I was gonna stop and then try to do the gore poise attack. But I took one hit too many, or I did one. Actually, I did 2 hits too many. It's like an alcoholic. You can't stop drinking once you have that first drink. Yep. Guess he's gonna help me get to phase 2 maybe a little quicker. Almost got caught on that rock. Yeah. Well, because the stamina is not bad. Like, this weapon is really arguably a little OP when you think about it. I missed that backstab. Something about my positioning seems off because I've missed 2 backstabs in a row. All right, we got that one. He's going crazy with these jump attacks. I mean, I'll capitalize. I'm good with that. Shit. Damn, that arcane, man. That was going pretty well, but the arcane really fucked me up. That was actually going too well. I should not have been attacking on that second arcane attack. I should have been trying to reposition maybe behind him. I don't remember how good my health was at that point. Really weird. He keeps doing these jump attacks. I mean, I'm not complaining. This is great for me, but not so much for him. Aw, you fucker. I thought I had enough distance to do the heal. That's true. The poise break. Oh, I don't really watch UFC much anymore, but I did watch a video. The bastard did his 5. Yeah. So I don't remember the guy's name, but Islam Makhachev, the guy that fights with the Habib camp. So he's champion at 155. And the champion that beat Volkanovski, and I feel bad because I don't remember his name, he relinquished the belt and he's moving up to 155 so he can go challenge Islam. And I don't watch UFC much anymore, but I might actually go watch that fight. Because that dude is good. Like I've seen some of his fights. I just wish I could remember his name. So I try to make a point to remember names. And I was really surprised because I was like, because I saw that Volkanovski got his belt back and I was like, did he? Like, yeah, so go check him out, dude. I think that's going to be a fight. I won't put any money on it. I haven't been following enough to, really make a educated bet. Not that I'm a gambler because I'm generally not, but I would definitely probably watch that fight. I think that's going to be one to watch. It's going to be very competitive because I think the guy's undefeated. He's really good too, and he's a really cool dude. The way he's handling the belt, like he didn't want to hold up the division, and that's why he relinquished it. And like he was using everybody as an example, like what Demetrius Johnson did, Connor, and all that, so. Oh, we got it. I have to go look at, I'm really bad with names right now because I haven't been following it. I kind of walked away from the UFC because of the cost. I kind of felt that the cost just got out of hand. And I used to be hardcore, man. Like I would either watch or buy almost every pay-per-view, but it just got so expensive. And it's not that I can't afford it. I can. It's just, it's kind of like the price of games that they're trying to push now. They're trying to push for, like, Nintendo's trying to push for like $90 games and all that. And to be fair, I don't think there should be a set amount for video games as far as cost, because I think it should depend on the game and the scale of the game. Like if you look at Elden Ring, okay, Elden Ring, one second. I'm dead. Yep, I'm dead. Okay. So Elden Ring, we paid $60 for that. From Software didn't get greedy. They just charged $60, and I don't remember what the DLC was. I think it was like 40, maybe 45, but the price is, in my opinion, it's more than fair. Like if Elden Ring would have been $70, well, yeah, what I was about to say is, like, if Elden Ring would have been $70, even though I have issues with the game, I would have bought it at $70. Yes, same with Baldur's Gate. I would have bought Baldur's Gate for that too. And I would not have, like, I'd have no problems with it. And it's because those games, they all have problems. Okay, I get that. But they're so well done, and they're actually developers that are people that want to make good games and deliver good games to gamers. So And the thing is, they're not greedy. They're going with the normal minimum price. But the game developers that are not really developing games for gamers are wanting more. It's so back-asswards, you know? Capitalism. I mean, I love capitalism, but not when it's done like that, you know. That's corporatism mostly. I'm not really into that. Like God of War. I heard about that game, but I'm not very familiar. But God of War was, I got mine with the console, but it was $60. And in my opinion, whoa, couldn't get turned around fast enough. Oh, okay. But if God of War 2018, knowing what I know about the game today, if it, you know, came out, I would have paid $70 for that because it was such an amazing game, you know. So I think a lot of it has to do with the scale of the game and just the quality of the game itself. But a lot of these games are just kind of getting a little silly. There's talk, and there's nothing definitive, but there's talk about Grand Theft Auto 6 being like $100 when it gets released. That's just a rumor. Obviously, that's, you know, take that with hearsay. I barely got that. I was like right on the edge of being within range. He's like, where'd he go? Damn, I got that one again. Lucky. Yeah. I've never played Grand Theft Auto, but from what I've seen, there's a lot of similarities with Cyberpunk. So it might be a game that I would enjoy. I'm on the wall, that's why. I was like, what is going on? Ah, fuck you. Damn. Like, I'm very much hoping that CD Projekt Red, if they're able to do Cyberpunk Orion, yeah, I'm hoping that they're able to do what I think they're trying to do. And I'm only basing it off the actions, because part of the problem why Cyberpunk had so many issues was the developers of CD Projekt Red, and I'm about to say something that's a little negative, but it's actually not meant to be. And they've admitted this. I was reading about this. A lot of the development for the technology in the game, a lot of the team did not have the experience of actually doing it. For example, they had never done a first-person shooter, so they didn't know how to do it. And they also didn't know how to do vehicle, controls as far as like having vehicles, driving around in a city. And once I learned that, and I didn't learn this until after I had played through most of the game, I was just like, because I was very frustrated because at the time it felt bad, but then after I found that out, I was just like, considering they didn't have the experience and they were able to do what they did, it's actually not bad for a first time. But they said the reason why they did what they did and why they're handling Cyberpunk Orion differently, and this is one of the reasons, their development house, and I can understand this makes a lot of sense. It's kind of like a family. Everybody knows everybody. And they didn't want to hire a bunch of people and outsiders and outsource it and bring them in. So they kind of wanted to keep everything in-house. And so I perfectly understand that. But that game was such a huge project. And to be fair, considering they did make that choice, which was not really the right choice, but I understand why they did it, they still did a pretty fucking good job. If you were to go into the game and you start seeing the problems and you didn't know that, you'd be like probably a bit harsh with the game. And I don't think that would be unfair. But once you know the background of what went on with the development, and this is outside of them lying and putting it off or whatever. Yes. The only issue that I had really was the lying that went on. But I don't know what actually happened with that. But the head guy, I guess the main manager, the lead, and he even came out and did that video where he was apologizing. I think something went on behind the scenes in regards to the funding and the deals that were made. And I don't think that guy's a bad guy. I think he made a decision and maybe got fucked over. Like maybe there was a deal that was supposed to, be made in regards to the funding. I don't know. But it's like, I could tell the guy felt horrible about it. Like, but the thing is he faced the music. He's this blonde guy or whatever, like blonde brown hair, but he faced the music. He apologized. You could tell the guy was sincerely like upset. Like he let down the gaming community or whatever. Like he felt bad. And I mean, granted, I've seen actors before. I'm very familiar with narcissists and how good they can be actors. And I could be wrong, but I don't think so. I think that guy's a good guy. I think something went on behind the scenes that just got all fucked up with the release and the budgeting and why it kept getting pushed back. And I think they learned from that. And I think when they go and do this second game, if it's able to be pulled off, I think it's going to be great. I really do. And they're pulling in all these different people. They pulled in people from the old Diablo 2 development team. They pulled in people from, one of these first-person shooters, like one of these big ones or whatever. And I'm hoping they can pull in some people that are good with development in regards to vehicle navigation and driving and whatnot, because the game, when you're playing the game, like you want to get in all these vehicles because there's so many amazing cars in the game, but it's so bad, man. Like the driving is so bad, and I don't think it's something they can really fix. The motorcycle though handles very well in the game, but the cars are really fucking bad. But when you look at them like modeled and everything, like the game is gorgeous. So I would really like to know what went on with Cyberpunk. Like, something definitely, behind the scenes that we may never know about went on, like some kind of bad deal or something. Ouch. He's got me. Oh, all right. Yeah, he got me there. So if I have a top 10 list of favorite games, and I would have to break it up because I have my childhood games, and then there's like a middle section, and then the later, the later years where I left multiplayer and where I am now. If I have a top 10 list, Cyberpunk is in that top 10 list. Now, where, I'd have to sit down, but it's definitely in the top 10 list. It's a great experience. There's the writing for the characters. If you get immersed enough, like, it gets to be really immersive. Like, you actually, I can't speak for other people, but you kind of start to really care about the characters. It's that good, at least in my opinion. And Keanu Reeves is fucking awesome in that game. He is so good in that game. Since I'm not really using as many bullets as I thought I was, I may stop bullet tapping. Oh. You know what that attack reminds me of? Radon and his he's got that attack that he gets from Moog where he'll do like that red it's like a red attack and it goes behind you and it does an AoE damage from behind you. It's not the same, but it functions similarly. By the way, and I don't know if you've already figured this out or not. Shit, I didn't mean to do that. Dust Bloods, from what I've heard, and there was an interview with Miyazaki, it's more of a multiplayer game. And I don't mean multiplayer in meaning that there's like co-op like you would do like in this game. So it sounds like they're doing another type of game that's kind of similar to Night Rain, but it's its own IP.
Boy.
Yeah, and like I have zero interest in Night Rain, just because I know what type of game it is. I wouldn't say it's bad, it's just not going to be for me. I might watch some streams of it, but I probably won't buy it or play it. I was interested in Dust Bloods until I found out, but I gotta wait and see, what, fuck. I gotta see, what the game actually is. And I think what I may do, and I think I mentioned this in a message on Discord, I think I'm gonna buy a Nintendo Switch during the holidays, and just, if I can play it, and then just return it towards the end of the holidays, if through Amazon, if I'm able to do that, because I have no desire or reason to own a Nintendo Switch. Fuck. That follow-up attack. Oh wow, he didn't kill me with that. He just knocked me back. That was weird. I thought that was supposed to do damage. I'm not complaining. probably should have unlocked and just ran around him.
Boy.
Oh, so it doesn't do damage? It just does a knockback? Oh, I thought it did damage. I know it didn't that time because I saw how low I was. Okay. Huh. Okay, no more bullet tapping. I don't think we need bullets. Gotta get that out of my... It's a little awkward positioning. Out of range. The transform is a little slow. Damn it. Okay, got that one off. Ah, fair play. Okay, he's probably gonna... There he goes. Ah, shit, we're on the wall again. Shit. Fucking lock on. Shit. Fuck! Damn it. Calm the fuck down. Oh, okay. Shooting his little placenta ball out of his hand